Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am filming YA Winter Season 2019 What Will I Be Reading video. So I never done this before and I was thinking that it would be a new series on my channel which I would do every season, where I will look upon the top YA new releases for the next 3 months, read their synopsis, talk about what I think about them maybe, and see if they will be books I will be picking up. I know that this sounds very similar to just like anticipated releases, but it's not quite the same because I will be reading about books maybe I haven't heard about, or I'm actually like reading the synopsis and looking at the synopsis with you guys and also like saying if I will want to read it or not just like here a list of all the books I want to read. So it's a bit different in that regard. I would love to do this with like the fantasy genre as well, but I don't know how to find like a proper list for that yet. Right now I'm gonna use Goodreads and I have like found list with YA releases for each month for the next 3 months. But again, this is list made by users, so I don't know how reliable it is, and also there's like loads of books on some of the lists, so I think I would just take like the top 5 from each list for now to see how this whole series will work out before I maybe will look at the whole list and stuff later. This is like a test round, I could say. And since I'm only doing the top on the list, I think like the ones on the top of the list are the ones that people have voted up, so it would most likely be the most popular releases, etc. So it's a bit flawed system here, but I knew I just wanted to do YA because that's the genre I read the most of, and also it would then be a mix of contemporary and fantasy. But maybe if all books later only fantasy, but then the video would be very long. I don't know how to do this yet. But yeah, I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to do as we start this video. Okay, going in and starting now, you can see the list here and you can already see which books we're gonna talk about, but we haven't read a synopsis. I don't know actually about all of these books. The first one on the list is Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Don't read the synopsis if you haven't read the first book. So I am currently reading this actually as I'm filming this, and I don't want to read the synopsis because I don't want to spoil myself of the ending. I'm not reading at all right now, but yes, if you're wondering, I'm definitely gonna read this because as I said, I'm reading the first book, I am enjoying myself, and when I start a series I always finish it, but I'm just not gonna read the synopsis. I already have failed my whole video. No, I haven't. But at least we can see the stunning cover, and it is being released on the 3rd of December according to Goodreads, and I am very excited for it. And yes, I'm gonna definitely pick it up, but not reading synopsis again because spoilers. Going on to number 2 on the list, we have, what is this? Dangerous Alliance, an oh my god, I'm gonna fail English so badly in this video. Texas romance. I can't speak, but I am really sorry. My first language, mother tongue, whatever we call it, it's not English, that's my excuse. The synopsis is so long. Okay. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue meets Jane Austen in this witty, winking historical romance with a dash of mystery. You kind of guess that from the cover. Lady Victoria Aston has everything she could want: an older sister, happily wed, the future of her family estate secure, and an ample opportunity to while her time away in the fields around her home. That was a really weird sentence. I don't know, it's just, I couldn't read it. But now Vicky must marry or find herself and her family destitute. English is literally failing me. Armed only with the wisdom she had gained from her beloved novels by Jane Austen, she enters society's treacherous season. Sadly, Miss Austen has little to say about Vicky's exact circumstances. Whatever the roguish Mr. Carmichael is indeed a scoundrel, if her former best friend Tom Sherborne is out for her dowry, I know how to say this word, I just can't say it right now, dowry, or for her heart, or even how to fend off the intentions of the foppish Mr. Silby, he of the unfortunate fashion sensibility. Most unfortunately of all, Vicky's books are silent on the topic of the mysterious accidents cropping up around her, ones that could prevent her from surviving until her wedding day. Okay, by the way, that synopsis was so confusing. I don't even know what I just read. Might be because of like scene fright in front of the camera. You can't see the genres, but it's a young adult historical fiction, as we got from the synopsis, released on the 3rd of December. It sounds like a romance novel focused heavily on romance, set back like Jane Austen, Gentleman Scout's Vice and Virtue, which I still haven't read. From the synopsis alone, it doesn't sound like something I think I would particularly enjoy that much. So unless I hear like amazing things about it, I don't think I have interest enough to pick this up. She has like 3 love interests already just from the synopsis alone, so I don't know if I have the energy in me to go through all that. But if it sounds like something from you, then go ahead. I do think the cover is kind of cute, I guess. I don't even know. So the next book we have here on the list is a 39-page book, so it doesn't sound that long. It's even a novelette. It's not even a book. What even is going on right now? What are you doing, Goodreads? Whatever. But yeah, this is a young adult fantasy apparently. Let's read the synopsis. Corey has always been a bit on the strange side, but when a gate to hell literally pops up in the backyard, she stumbles down into a place filled with beasts waiting to reap her soul for the devil himself. Lucky for Corey, she meets Regal and his gang of misfits who have been trapped for quite a bit. Together, they must formulate a plan to escape or risk remaining down below for all eternity and burning forevermore. Okay, it sounds interesting, but can someone tell me why like a gang of people are just living down in hell and how in hell they are even alive? What? That doesn't make any sense. I guess they would explain it in the novelette, but yeah, also like the cover is kind of hideous. Sounded kind of interesting, but I probably won't read it, especially since it's not even like a full-length book. Not that like I hate short books, but going on to the next one. This list is so weird already. So we have here, oh, so this is the sequel to the first book, Amber and Dusk. This is Diamond and Dawn, as you can see, by Laura Celine. I didn't even say the authors of the other books, I don't even recall. So this is the first book, and I heard quite a lot about it, but I haven't read it, and I am gonna read it at some point. I don't want to read the synopsis again because of spoilers. But if you're interested, you could pause the video, just search up the book yourself. But I know I'm gonna read it. I actually don't know what that one is about though. But yeah, moving on. So we're already on book 5, and here we have a book. I haven't heard about this. The Weight of a Soul, and the cover is gorgeous, by Elizabeth Tommy. I feel like I heard about her before, but let's read the synopsis. When Lena's younger sister, Fressa, is found dead, the whole Viking clan mourns. So it's a Viking book, but it is Lena alone who never recovers. Fressa is the sister that should have lived, and Lena cannot rest until she knows exactly what killed Fressa and why and how to bring her back. She strikes a dark deal with Hela, the Norse goddess of death, and begins a new double life to save her sister. But as Lena gets closer to bringing Fressa back, she dredges up dangerous discoveries about her own family, and finds herself in the middle of a devastating plan to spur Ragnarok, a deadly chain of events leading to total world destruction. Still, with her sister's life in balance, Lena is willing to risk it all. She's willing to kill how far we should go before darkness consumes her. So this is a young adult fantasy historical fiction mythology kind of book based on Norse mythology, as we could tell I once, and like Viking book thing. How many of these are we gonna get in our lives? But yeah, it sounds fun. I love Norse mythology. I'm from Norway after all, but I think I would pick this up. It sounds fun and okay, and I really like the covers, so I think yeah, sure, I could pick this up at some point. But like, when you say at some point, when would that be? I wouldn't read the books I'm planning to read in December. I'm just looking at the releases. Going back, we are already on book 5 on this list. You could just like scroll down so you can see the rest of the releases that I put on this list. I know I heard a lot about this one, so I think that's a one I would pick up. And I also read the first book in this series, so maybe I will pick that up as well. That was just like honorable mentions. So let's move on to January in 2020. What? Seems weird. here we are, and the first one on this list is The Hearts of Fierce and Broken by Bridget Cameron, which I can never say the name of. I have read the first book, I really enjoyed it. I am gonna read the synopsis of the second book. If you haven't read it, then like skip to when I'm done talking about this if you don't want spoilers. And also I have it right here as an arc, so yes, I'm definitely gonna read this one, but I haven't actually read the synopsis for it because yeah, so let's do it. In the sequel to the New York Times bestselling A Curse of Dark and Lonely, Bridget Cameron returns to the world of Amberfall in a lush fantasy where friends become foes and love blooms in the darkest of places. Find the heir, win the crown. The curse is finally broken, but Prince Ran of Amberfall faces darker troubles still. Rumors circulate that he is not the true heir, and the forbidden magic has unleashed in Amberfall. Although Ran has Harper by his side, his guardsman Rick Ray is missing. I was about to say Ray, leaving more questions than answers. Win the crown, save the kingdom. Rumored to be the heir, Gray has been a run since he destroyed Lilith. He has no desire to challenge Ran until Karis Luran once again threatens to take Amberfall by force. This dude needs to calm down, or woman, I don't recall. Her own daughter Leah Mara sees the flaws in her mother's violent plan, but can she convince Grey to stand against Ran even for the good of Amberfall? The heart-pounding, compulsively readable saga continues as loyalties are tested and new love blooms in a kingdom on the brink of war. I'm really sorry for my horrible reading, but I did not sign off on my life to read out loud. I read inside my head. So this is released on the 7th of January, and it's, as you can see, the second book in the Curse Breakers, and I think it's going to be a trilogy. I just know I'm going to read this. Again, I have the arc. I'm very excited. I am actually going to read this in December, so even before January, and I'm very excited. I don't know what more to say, okay? I didn't plan this enough, but I didn't want to spoil myself off the lists either, so... But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out A Curse of Dark and Lonely if you like Beauty and the Beast retellings and just like good romance and good writing, so I'm very excited. We then have Spell Hacker. What is even this? I haven't heard about it. Spell Hacker by M. Key England. His last name is England. Cool. This cover looks like they are made out of like the balloons you have when you celebrate your birthday, and I do not approve. Okay, so from the author of The Disasters, this genre-bending YA fantasy high story is perfect for fans of Maria Liu and Amy Kaufman. I haven't heard about this, but I feel like I heard about The Disasters. I just don't remember exactly which book it is. So, in Kurkarta, magic known as Mass was once a freely available natural resource. Then an earthquake released a magical plague, killing thousands and opening a door for a greedy corporation to make Mass a commodity that's tightly controlled and of course outrageously expensive. Which is why Dis and her three best friends were in a highly lucrative, highly illegal Mass siphoning. I don't even know. What even is these words? I don't have brains for this. Gig on the side. Their next job is supposed to be the last heist ever. We all know that that's not gonna be their last heist ever. It's gonna go to shit. But when their plans turns up a powerful new strain of mass that literally blows up in their faces, they're driven to unravel a conspiracy at the very center of the spell page and possibly save the world. No pressure. Okay, I like that this synopsis was just like literally how I talk, literally, but the words mass and this, why do the main character and the magic in this world have names that rhyme on each other? It sounds fun though, and on the genres on the side that you can see because I cut it out, I'm sorry, it says it's LGBT, so approved, and fantasy and young adults, which you got from the synopsis. I don't know why I'm saying it. It sounds fun. I would definitely pick this up. It sounds fun and a bit like a fun adventure. I do not like this cover though, and it seems like all the editions has the same cover, but I think it could be a fun ride. Coming the 21st of January, according to Goodreads. We all know how reliable Goodreads is with its dates. So sure, I would pick this up, but will I pick it up in January? I have no idea, but moving on. We have Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. Loading. I have heard about this, I have seen this around, and I already know I'm gonna pick it up, but I haven't read the synopsis, so let's do that with my great reading skills. When Amaya rescues a mysterious stranger from drowning, she fears her rash actions have earned her a longer sentence on the debtor ship where she's been held captive for years. Instead, the magistrate offers her unimaginable riches and a new identity, setting Amaya on a perilous I hate English. A course through the coastal city-state of Morai, where all-world opulence and desperate gambles collide. Amaya wants one thing: revenge against the man who ruined her family and stole the life she once had, but the more entangled she becomes in a game of deception, and as the path interweaves with the son of the man she's hoping to bring down, this was a very long sentence, the more she uncovers about the truth of her past, and the more she realizes she must trust no one. Packed with high-stakes adventure, romance, and dueling identities, this gender-swapped retelling of A Count of Monte Cristo is the first novel in the epic YA fantasy duology, perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas, Sabaa Tahir, and Leigh Bardugo. I feel like every single fantasy is perfect for fans for Sarah J. Maas, Sabaa Tahir, and Leigh Bardugo. Like, their names are used so much that it doesn't have any value whatsoever anymore. I never read A Count of Monte Cristo. I heard about it, but I don't actually recall what it's about. But this sounds fun, sounds like something up my alley. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the synopses we read before now today, a lot of them like sound not similar to each other, but they all sound like stories you heard before. But that's really, I think it's hard to make a really original synopsis, and just judging by them, it sounds like just like average books, not to be rude, but it just sounds like that. But a lot of the times when I have thought this, they are like surprised me a lot and been like books I very much enjoyed, or they've been like books like, oh, this is so boring, I read this times before and I never know which one is gonna be, so I need to just give it all a chance and to see what's for me or not. I pick out the things I think I'm gonna enjoy, but sometimes it doesn't go the direction I want, or they're just like average enjoyable reads but not the best. So that happens a lot, but it's fine. I love reading no matter what. But yeah, this is fun. I heard a lot about it. It's a duology. I'm ready. I do not like people on covers, but I like this kind of. It has like an okay cover. I'm actually surprised that some of these are not higher up, by the way. Oh my god, they have so many here. Okay, whatever. Dark Deepest Red by Anna Marie McLemore, and I love her books. I read 2 of them and I love them, so yes, I'm gonna pick this up. These are always so diverse and her writing is beautiful, but I haven't read the synopsis. Yeah, we are in summer 1518. Wow, that's a long time ago. A strange sickness sweeps through Strasbourg. Women dance in streets, some until they fall down dead. As rumors of witchcraft spread, suspicions turns towards Lavinia, and her family, and Lavinia might have to do imaginable to save herself and everyone she loves. 5 centuries later, a pair of red shoes seal to Rosilla Oliva's feet, making her dance uncontrollably. They draw her towards a boy who knows the dancing fever's history better than anyone, Emile, whose family was blamed for the fever 500 years ago, but there's more to happen in 1518 than even Emile knows, and discovering the truth might decide whether Rosella survives the red shoes. With McLemore's signature lush prose, Dark Deepest Red pairs the forbidden magical fairy tale with a modern story of passion and betrayal. Even just like the synopsis sounds great. I feel like Anna Marie McLemore's are very original, not from just what I just talked about where you feel like you've seen it all before. Her writing is so beautiful, her characters are always so diverse, and POC and LGBT representation in it. And I love her covers, I love her writing. I already knew that I was gonna pick this up, it's no joke. But if I would pick it up in January, who knows? But yeah, it's released on the 14th of January, as you can see, and I am excited. Why is the 2 force on the same list? There's no 5. Well, whatever, this is 5. So this is Truly Devious, book 3. I read book 1, but I haven't read book 2. So I don't want to read the synopsis because I would spoil myself. But there is like a mystery series that is really popular. I did enjoy the first book, and I am picking up the rest of the series. So yes, I will read it, but I won't read the synopsis because spoilers! But if you're interested, you could always go to Goodreads yourself and check it out. But it's released on the 21st of January. And again, a mystery thingy thing. So now we are technically done with January, but again, I want to do honorable mentions. So One of Us is next. The sequel to One of Us is Lying is coming. I'll probably read that, even though I didn't like the first book. But yeah, it's also a mystery crime thing. YA. The Night Country, the sequel to The Hazelwood, even though I didn't enjoy that much either, I will probably read as well. One of my most anticipated releases next year, Infinity Son by Adam Silvera, is coming in January. I know I will pick that up like at once. I am in Japan still then, but I will probably pick it up in audiobook so I can read it at once. So excited for that one. Some of these I heard about and some I just like I never heard about, but oh my god, there was a lot of releases in January and we are moving on to February. I'm excited. This was kind of fun though. Like, I find books that I haven't heard about before, but also books I have heard about before, and you can actually like hear more about them. Later I might do more than 5, etc. But we're just rolling with this kind of thing right now and see how it goes. All the Stars and Teeth. I feel like I heard this title around, but I don't actually know what it's about, so let's read it. The first thing we open with is a blurb from Tomi Adeyemi, their author from Children Blood Bone we looked at earlier, so we know it's gonna be good. Also, like, this cover was very cute. So it's a fantasy, because the genre's on the sign, young adult. Says it is even a pirate book. Who doesn't love pirates? Actually, my best friend, she kind of hates them. I don't understand what's wrong with her either. Set in a kingdom where danger lurks beneath the sea, mermaid seeks vengeance with song, and magic is a choice. Adeline Grace's All the Stars and Teeth is a tricky fantasy for fans of Stephanie Garb vs. Carol, a Sarah J. Maas Throne of God series. Already again a mention of Sarah J. Maas, huh? She will reign as princess of the island kingdom Dia, Amora Montara, I would said Montana, has spent her entire life training to be the High Onimancer, the master of souls. The rest of the realm can choose the magic, but for Amora it's never been a choice. To secure her place as heir to the throne, she must prove her mastery of the monarchy's dangerous soul magic. When her demonstration goes airy, Amora is forced to flee. She strikes a deal with Bastian, a mysterious pirate. He will help her prove his future rule if she will help him reclaim his stolen magic. But sailing the kingdom holds more wonder and more peril than the more anticipated. A destructive new magic is on the rise, and if Amora is to conquer it, she will need to face legendary monsters, cross paths with vengeful mermaids, and deal with a stowaway she never expected, or risk the fate of Visida and lose the crown forever. I am the right choice, the only choice, and I will protect my kingdom. So first of all, the main character is a royal, and I am a sucker for royal stories. Second of all, there is pirates, yes. Third of all, there is magic, yes. But fourth of all, it seems like it's kind of like a journey plot where they go like on a journey to fix things, and I don't like journey plots, but I can deal. I will pick this up. It sounds like something for me, but will it be one of those books where it's like, hey, it was okay, or will it be like, oh my god, it was amazing, who knows? But the cover is pretty. That always counts, and it sounds like fun. So yeah, Tomi Adeyemi told me that this one is a fierce and unrelenting, do yourself a favor and get lost in this beautiful book, so I need to do what she tells me to do and pick this up. We have the King of Crows. The King of Crows, The Diviner's Book 4. I have not read a single The Diviner book, and I'm therefore not going to read the synopsis. I know I'm going to pick the books up at some point, but not right now. So I just know that people have been waiting for years to like finally get the sequel. I know that this has been out for a really, really, really long time. So I'm excited for people to finally get what they want, and for me to finally at some point pick up the series. And that's the thoughts I have on this one. Heart of Flames by Nikki Perpetto. This one is the sequel to the book Crown of Feathers. Thank you so much for having the name of the book in the series name. I have the Crown of Feathers at home in Norway, and I've also been planning to read it since I heard about it being released. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So again, not going to read the synopsis because spoilers, but I know it's about phoenixes and it seems so good, and I'm very excited to read the first book and eventually pick up this one. So yes, I'm gonna read this too, and oh my god, it is 640 pages. Dang. But yeah, I am excited to pick this up. when I have read it first. Now we have The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller. Tricia Levenseller is this author of Daughter of the Pirate King, which I read both books of. It's a duology and I really enjoyed that. I know she released another one last year, but I don't recall the name of that. It was like a Viking book, but I haven't picked up that one yet, but I want to read that. And I know I will already read this one just because I already know the author and stuff and I like the cover, but I don't know what this book is about, so let's read the synopsis. Alessandra. Oh my god, the name of the main character has my name in the name. My name is Sandra. We already know that. I want to read this now. Alessandra is tired of being overlooked, but she has a plan to gain power. 1. Woo the Shaven King. 2. Marry him. 3. Kill him and take his kingdom for herself. That sounds like a great plan. No one knows the extent of the freshly crowned Shadow King's power. Some say he can command the shadows that swirl around him to do his bidding. Others say they speak to him, whispering the thoughts of his enemies. Regardless, Alessandra knows what she deserves and she's going to do everything within her power to get it. But Alessandra's not the only one trying to kill the king. As attempts on his life are made, she finds herself trying to keep him alive long enough for him to make her his queen, all while struggling not to lose her heart. After all, who better for a Shadow King than a cunning villainous queen? So is this like a point of view for kind of the villain? Because she sounds villainous, wanting to kill him and all, and yes, they're totally gonna fall in love. This sounds great. It sounds like something that could be very, very good or be like meh, but it sounds good and I'm excited. I didn't, as I said, know what it was about, and it seems to be a standalone since it's not like a serious mark on it, but who knows, the author might extend the series. I am excited now. I want this. This sounds fun. It's kind of not short, but I am excited. I am ready. So gonna pick this up. Yay. I don't have that many thoughts on these books. I kind of suck at this, don't I? And number 5 on the list is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. I have an arc of this right here and it's one of my most anticipated releases for next year, and yes, I'm definitely going to read it. Hello, I have an arc. I will probably pick it up in January, even December, we will see. It's an LGBT contemporary young adult not romance and I'm so excited. I haven't actually read the synopsis, so let's do that. Yes, I don't know why I pick up arcs for a book that I don't know what's about. I just knew I wanted to read it because I like the author, because he's funny on Twitter. That is how I roll. As a successful social media journalist with 500,000 followers, 17-year-old Cal is used to sharing his life online. But when his pilot father is selected for a highly publicized NSA mission to Mars, Cal and his family relocate from Brooklyn to Houston and are thrust into a media circus. What? This sounds so interesting. What? Amidst the chaos, Cal meets sensitive and mysterious Leon, another Astro kid, and finds himself falling head over heels fast. As the frenzy around about the mission grows, so there's their connection, but when secrets about the program are uncovered, Cal must find a way to reveal the truth without hurting the people who have become the most important to him. Expertly capturing the thrill of first love and self-doubt all teens feel, a debut author Phil Stamper is a new talent to watch. Yes, he is. This sounds very interesting. I love like astronaut thingy things. I would totally become one, but I think my eyesight is too bad and I'm too bad at like math and physics and stuff. But yeah, this sounds even more fun than I thought it would sound. Like I didn't know the exact plot of it, but yeah, queer romance with all these elements. I am so excited, and now I need to totally pick up this arc in December, so you will get a review at some point before the release date, and I'm so excited. Yay. Okay, so this is not until February next year. It's a long time until. But yeah, going back to the list, we are on 5 already, but again, honorable mentions need to be done. First of all, Of Course and Kisses by Zendaya Manon is coming in February, and I'm so excited for it. It's like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, is it? I don't recall. But Zendaya Manon has just like the funniest books. I only read one by her, but I just heard great things about all her other ones, and I'm so excited. I feel like I heard about this, so I probably will pick that up at some point as well. Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Abatali and Aisha Saed. It's definitely a must pick up, so I know I'll read this one. This is the 3rd book in the Ash Princess trilogy. I have the first one, haven't read it yet, but I will probably read this eventually when I get to it. And a lot of others. I feel like I heard about some of these, but also not. I read the first one to this one, probably read that at some point. there's a lot of books coming in February, and some probably one was added to this list as well, you know. Again, people add books to this list. January and February had definitely the most interesting books. I think December releases are pretty on its low. Not a lot of books are released in December in general, so I'm thinking when I make these videos for like the later seasons when a lot of books are being released, it's gonna be crazy. That was the video, and I don't know how successful this went. I know it's already like forever long, but I already knew that going into it. The light is disappearing and I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it kind of worked out like I wanted it to. You can tell me down below of your most anticipated releases. I know that I will probably at some point make other most anticipated releases videos, but this is kind of not the same in my eyes because I now look at books no matter what they are. But yeah, I think that covers it, and I hope like that you found maybe some new books you were interested in, and I'm sorry for my very bad English. You will see me soon in a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!